We are back at it again here with another video with the Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. I'll ask for returns for you guys to smash that like button. And here we are with Bbby, Bed Bath & Beyond Inc. And the stock continues to have resilience, right? Within the market turbulence, guys. We need to talk about why the stock is holding up, why it's actually holding in this direction upwards, and not just completely collapsing. We've talked about it in previous videos, but we're going to break down key levels here based off our 42 vision indicator, our inflow versus outflow. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. And as you see popping up on the screen, these are some of the home runs that were mentioned this week alone. And while it's not guaranteed to be this way every single day, we strive for opportunities like these every single day. So the home run of the day was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market and receive this edge and clarity over the charts with our 42 vision indicators and getting connected to our bots, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. And by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run of the day was from our SPY bot. It sent out a bear indicator at 9:35 a.m. hours before the whole entire meeting that actually Jay Powell was speaking today. So this sent out a bear indicator way in advance to prepare us for the opportunity that was ahead, and put options went up 500% plus within hours, guys. If you guys want to receive this edge and clarity over the charts, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump into these charts. So here we are with Bbby, Bed Bath & Beyond Inc. And as I stated earlier in the video, having resilience within the market volatility, even to the point that it's hitting resistance levels. It rejected though, but fighting to the upside. I'm going to share with you guys why the stock popped up here from the 23rd to the 24th. I've shared it with the previous videos and viewers, but this news came out, right? The big speculation in FUD was that the stock was going to go bankrupt. Well, they secured funding based off this article. I encourage you to do more research on it. And then here we are to break down the charts, right? To do the chart analysis and see what 42 vision is showing. I'm going to pull up the bull and bear indicators, which you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected to our SPY bot, QQQ bot, newly released Tesla bot, and we have other bots on the way so that you can receive the clarity and edge that you deserve within the volatility of the markets to maximize on opportunities. And you can now join the members using these resources to maximize in either direction by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with Bbby under a bull indicator. Inflows crossed over the 30-minute yesterday, and today it's been fighting, holding above it within the volatility. That's what allows this stock to not go lower. It also canceled out this bear indicator, and here we are with it fighting within the $10.50 to $11.50 range. Now let's go ahead and look at different time frames to break this down. So if we go ahead and look at the 4-hour here, you could see that things are starting to pick up on the inflows, right? I've talked about this. We do not need it to cross the midpoint just yet, but we just wanted to see it start picking up on the inflows. And that's exactly what happened today, right? Went from red to green, and it's getting closer here to the midpoint, trying to bring itself up. Now, very important here within this volatility, as it's pulling itself up, that it tests resistance levels, and in the process, we get this bear indicator to cancel out and a bull indicator to pop up in the move to the upside. And it will be interesting as it continues to bring those inflows back up towards the midpoint, and if they cross. Now, the last time they crossed, they picked up with the bull indicator and it went from $10 all the way to $30. Now it's not guaranteed to move exactly like it did here, and within this bull indicator move upwards, but we do have something to watch here as it gets closer to the midpoint, and as these outflows lose their traction, the bear indicator gets canceled out by a possible bull indicator, and inflows start to dominate to the upside. That's going to be very interesting moving forward. And then also on the 1 day, in the bigger picture, it is coming downwards, right? You could see these outflows, and it is under a bear indicator, but we just got our first green bar. We went from dark green with red borders meaning that there's a significant weakness within these dark green bars to dark green with green borders right there. That is our first transition into strength again. Now, it needs to continue and shift back up towards bright green and a bull indicator and level this off. Stop it from going lower, kind of sit sideways before it comes right back up and switch from red to green. That could signify even further strength in the bigger picture of inflows starting to dominate in the overall chart. Now, back to the 30-minute. I'm going to be watching if these inflows could hold up above the midpoint and if it could hold support. It's under a bull indicator here from 10.15. Today's support is 10.11. I'm definitely going to be watching that level very, very closely. If that gets broken through, the next support is down here at 9.42. And I'll be watching if this crosses back down below the midpoint on the 30-minute and if it could affect the inflows that started on the 4-hour, like almost negating it, right? So very, very important to watch that to the downside. Now, if they hold above the midpoint here, I'm going to be watching for the first resistance up here of 11.42 and then up here towards 12.22. That is our new high since things started to pull down. The previous one was here at 10.91, $11. You could see how I rejected around that area 3 times, but this new one is important, 11.42, and then up towards 12.22, 24, give or take. And I'm going to be watching for these inflows to pull away from the midpoint to the upside and continue to break the resistance levels. Now, this bull indicator, we do not want to see it get canceled. If we zoom into the 15-minute, you could see that outflows are trying to dominate again. That's why things are sitting sideways and they slightly pull back. But we do not have a bear indicator. If not, we have a bull indicator that popped up here in the late hours of the day, and it jumped from 10.75 to 11.16, and inflows were picking up at the same time. It's going to be very important for these inflows to pick up again, break above these resistance levels, and for that bull indicator to hold true within the volatility of the 15-minute chart. Here we have the 30-minute, and same thing. We want to see these inflows hold true, this bull indicator to not get canceled by a bear indicator. And I'm going to continue to watch this 4-hour as it's the first time in days that we actually see here this green pulling up. The most recent one was on August 24th. It didn't even hit up towards these levels. It just popped up a little bit and pulled back, and it went from $8 all the way up to $12. And right now we're pulling up towards that midpoint very significantly, more significant than the previous one. I'm going to be watching if that continues. And as I stated, it does not have to actually break through the midpoint to pick up some momentum like it did here and went up nearly 50% plus. It's not guaranteed to move like it did way back here. A lot of FUD behind this stock now, but there's a lot of different things going on with the catalyst of it not going bankrupt, securing funding, and so forth, and the technical setup and the amount of short interest that it still has, that it could try to do a dead cat bounce or some momentum bounce as we see it. But I'm going to continue to watch 42 vision. This bear indicator definitely needs to get broken through, and these inflows need to continue. And within the 30-minute, we want these inflows to continue to hold and the bull indicator to stay strong. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.